guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So we had a JP dated download tonight. I'll just, let me just cut to the chase right here. Doesn't seem like this JP celebration is going to be too exceptional. But we will see. We will see. I'm not really expecting anything crazy. The data download here doesn't look too promising. We still don't know what, like, the main EZA is going to be for the celebration. I would presume it's going to be Android 13. It could maybe be LR Grade 8 Baby, but I still have always felt like they will save his EZA for when they do Baby as a Dokkan Fest. Dokkan Fest Baby is going to happen. I mean, he's never had a Dokkan Fest up to this point. What's funny, what's really funny is that, like, of GT Boss's characters, like, we keep getting Super 17, actually. When was the last Omega we got? It was essentially, like, Summonable Omega was in August of 2017 when Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta came out. And then Baby, I mean, I guess technically Baby had his LR in February of 2019. So, and then Super 17 got an LR. Like, he's the one that's getting love. But Omega needs an LR, and then Baby needs a Dokkan Fest. So, maybe we could see those later this year. I do anticipate we're going to get a string of villains over the next couple of months on JP here. Saiyan Day, there's some stuff. I mean, if we take a look at this here, like, we got a bunch of, like, Tournament of Power style events. Now, some, like, this is related to the EZA. These guys are EZAing. And, that might be why a lot of these events are returning. But perhaps, I mean, maybe this means that Saiyan Day could be Tournament of Power as well, which actually could be a good thing. Because remember that Blue Kaioken Goku is really good. I think he's an incredibly strong EZA character, right? Blue Kaioken Goku. So if we get him buffs from, like, a Saiyan Day UI Goku, that's a good thing. I know people want Battle of Gods God Goku. God Goku definitely deserves a Dokkan Fest and is going to get one. But I do think that I'm sorry, it's kind of funny to me that yet again, for, like, the 5th year in a row, people are like, oh, God Goku, it's him. And if it's not God Goku, it's going to be a little funny, man. It's going to be a bit funny. I know that Battle of Gods, I believe it's March of 2013 is when Battle of Gods came out. So this is the 10-year anniversary. We'll see, right? But it does seem like perhaps Tournament of Power is what we could be getting. By the way, this is very bizarre. I just want to pull this up real quick and we'll take a look at what's actually in the data download here. But, I mean, this event is just right there on a silver platter for them. I don't understand why they could have, I mean, maybe they have some idea for when they're going to utilize these characters or what they're going to do, right? But, like, this story event right here is sitting on a silver platter for them. This is, of course, the Super 17 story arc right here. There's 4 free-to-play characters in here that don't even have TURs. None of these 4 characters, the GT Cell, GT Frieza, GT Cell, GT Android 18, and then Hellfighter 17. None of these 4 even have a TUR character, like a TUR Awakening to these 4. They're just sitting there as SSRs. So, I don't know why they didn't just turn this into a Dragon Ball story to release right now, and then, add a support memory and then give them Awakenings. That would have been content right there, so I don't know. I guess they're saving it for something else? It's hard to say. Now seems like the time. They could still drop a Super Saiyan 4 Goku from the Super 17 fight, because remember, he does do the final explosion, and then I do think, of course, even though they use the Dragon Fist in the LR GT Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, I do think that the Dragon Fist, and Android 18 could get, like, an LR as well. That's something that they could do. So, all right, let's go ahead and take a look at what we've got right here, right? So, we do have EZAs for, again, the Goten, Trunks, and Marin, and then also the Casserole and Pride Troopers. Actually, Minato usually has translations, does he not? Let me go ahead and pull these up real fast, and let's see what we're looking at here. Okay, so the translations for the free-to-play characters, I haven't really had a chance to gaze upon what we've got here. Okay, here they are. All right, so let's take a look at these free-to-play EZAs. These are going to be EZA area characters from the Tournament of Power. So we have Castrol and the Pride Troopers. Leader skills not really relevant. Stacks defense. Yep, he did that on release. 30% attack for 1 turn, supreme damage. 110% attack and defense at the start of turn. Okay. Another 110% attack and defense, and additional, which has a high chance to be a super if there's a Universe 11 category ally attacking in the same turn. That's not a bad condition because it's a Universe 11 support type unit anyway. Then an additional attack which has a high chance to be a super when all allies attacking in the turn are Universe 11. So we could quad super while stacking defense if it's a full Universe 11 category. The only problem with, I mean, this looks good. And then finally, Universe 11 category allies 2 key 50% attack and defense. 11% attack when performing a super attack for each superclass ally in the team. Oh. This is pretty good. I think this is a pretty nice free-to-play EZA right here. It's like, okay, if we don't get monstrous power creep anytime soon, and they actually have time to fill this in, maybe a DOKKANFEST Dispo, a God Topo DOKKANFEST. I do think Dispo could get a DOKKANFEST. They give Dispo a DOKKANFEST. They give God Topo a DOKKANFEST. Jiren need, Jiren, they could make 5 Jirens from the Tournament of Power. Like, there's so much that they could still use, right? So, I mean, if Universe 11 would have become real, this guy could be decent, even in potentially, I think, like, Red Zone style content. I mean, if this guy's quad supering, or, chances are good that he'll at least triple super for you. It's not like EZA LR Blue Gogeta, who has the 30%. This guy's got 50% chances. It's pretty good. He actually seems decent. This seems positive EZA right there. All right, I don't know about this one. Kid Trunks, Kid Goten, and Marin. Okay. So 12 key super attack effect. Greatly raise attack and defense for 1 turn. Supreme damage raise allies attack by 30% for 1 turn. 50% chance of the super attack transforming for more power. Okay. 170% attack and defense at the start of turn. Minus 5% attack and defense with each turn pass. Only to a minus 20%. Okay. High chance to dodge starting from the 5th turn. 50% attack and defense when key assign or more additional super if there's a youth category attack in the same turn. It seems like they suck. I mean, maybe they'll... This is the type of character... I look at this, and it's just like, perhaps like a youth mission, or like there's going to be some burst mode where we could utilize their youth, like a youth unit for burst mode. Like, you look at this is like burst mode or something like that is what this is. I feel like this character could have value, but again, we're talking like burst mode shit. Okay. Not really anything too crazy there. Casserole seems pretty decent. I don't hate him. I don't hate him at all. All right, so we have Super 17 and Dr. GERO, Dr. MYU. Super 17 right now, I'm kinda... I think I would say this unit is stronger than Bardock. I don't know about Yamcha, though. It's like, I probably would put this character above Yamcha, maybe, but like somewhere in like range with Yamcha. I feel like the performance of this character is very similar, like those 3. Bardock, Yamcha, and the Super 17, right? Like, probably. Super 17 is going to be very dominant. Once you transform into him, right, for the first 3 turns, he's going to have, the first 3 turns, I guess it's the first 2 turns you have him, essentially. He's at 51% damage reduction. And then the problem is that he has to get hit 10 times there to build up his defense. And then, it's turn 5 when you transform into him. I think I've ironed out the 2 major problems I have with Super 17. So he could transform on turn 5 if HP is below 70%. I think you cut the HP restriction away. Boom. Get rid of that. Get that shit out of there. And I would be okay with it. If it's just turn 5, we could deal with that. But the HP condition, man, it's just... I don't like it. I don't. You guys know this. That, like, physical Super Saiyan 3, that's 77% HP. Like, I'm apprehensive about that. Like, I feel like there's going to be times I want to transform with him and I'm not able to, right? It's just, I don't know. I just wish you could just transform in turn 5. Like turn 5 wouldn't be the worst ever if you could just do it. But turn 5 and 70, like, dude, like, imagine you get to turn 5 and you're at like 72% HP and you can transform into turn 7. Turn 7 we transform. Right? Like, come on. And then the other problem I have is this. I think this is really ridiculous. So you can only transform, or excuse me, you have a Ki Blast nullification, a Ki Blast absorption. The absorption it's a nullification. So this would work against Broly, right? Red Zone Broly. This does work against him. But it only activates if your HP is below 70%. Like, I hate that. I hate that so much. It's just like, dude, like, you're at 75% HP at the start of turn, and then he just gets one-shotted by a Ki Blast Super, right? Like, okay. Great. And like, that can happen. Like, if you're at 75% HP, this guy could get annihilated by AGL Red Zone Broly, for sure. Because Gamma 1, depending upon how the fight goes, Gamma 1 could take a lot of damage. And Gamma 1 is better defensively than Super 17. So, you know, I think that my major concern, beyond him needing to get hit 10 times starting from turn 5, which is it's like ludicrously laughable, right? Like, all these this is horrible. You have to take 10 hits starting from turn 5. It's just not happening, right? And I know people will say, oh, they're going to release a super long content. Are they? We've been saying this. I've been saying this since Fusion. Fusion Zamasu was the first character that came out where I noticed, oh, it seems like they're maybe pushing long content. That was last fucking July. All right? Like, you know, oh, they're dropping a long event. Maybe. Or they might not ever do it. I don't know. I don't know. But I think the two HP conditions are actually my main concern. The HP condition to transform and the HP condition for the nullification are my two major issues. The unit does seem good. They seem in line with some of the stronger, you know, Dokkanfest TORs. Outside of the Kid Goku and Gamma duo, they're like, those three characters are like bizarre. They're like an all-time exception. Like, I feel like it's been very uncommon where we've had TURs as good as they are. Again, like, they all came out in October of 2022 on JP Dokkan, and they're like the three best TURs like we've ever gotten ever. So, like, they're up there. Like, you know, not easy STR or STR Cooler's original release, right? Like, he was probably stronger than all three, but you guys get what I'm saying. Like, those three characters, Kid Goku and the Gammas, are like obscenely strong. So it's like, now I'm wondering, like, Saiyan Day unit, do I even expect that character to be on par with those three, the Gammas and Kid Goku? Probably not, but we'll see. Dr. Zero and Dr. Mew, they're okay. I like their support. Multiple turn support is very busted. It's super good. The problem with this character is, unless you're fighting Goku, this unit has no defense. I don't trust, like, just getting to like 500k raw defense, that's not enough. You guys know this. So you got to give this character full dodge and you got to pray, right? It's like, I've seen people hating on Tora a lot. And it's like, Tora, at least he's got some built-in damage reduction. He's got some built-in dodge and shit. I mean, this character, you guard against Goku. Like, all right, cool, man. That's so good. It's not. Right? Like, it's not like there's, all right, which one of the 5 Goku Red Zone fights are, oh, right, there's 0. Yeah, there's none. So, well, the thing that's very bizarre about this, and we can point this out right here. So, they added 2 new missions to the GT Legendary Goku event. I anticipate we're going to see a lot of this and a lot of burst mode moving forward. A lot of people noticed that the animations for Super 17 were exquisite. They're fantastic. You know, I think if they're doing content like this, and 8th anniversary, there was 3 burst modes. I think as they do that type of content, that gives them more budget and more time to, you know, tighten up animation and stuff like that. I am telling y'all that's how it works. But this celebration, it seems like it's going to be a little dead. The missions are cool, right? You have to beat it with Inhuman Deeds, is what Diabolical Villains is a way better name, but stupid global asshole Dokkan, they call it Inhuman Deeds, and join forces. These are the 2 categories to beat this with. It's insane, but like, these 2 are designed for that. Like, their designs are for this event. It's so weird. This is a 2-year-old event, and they're giving us characters specifically for it, right? Like, very bizarre, but sure. I mean, I'll take the missions. That's a W for sure. That they're just going to keep adding these. Yeah, nice. So then there's missions for Prime Battle Cell. So we could assume his EZA is probably upcoming, is what that means. This is Battlefield. There's another copy of Giant Hachiyak is available, so now you can buy 2. And then that is it. So, yeah, it looks like, as of right now, this is all we've got. The Tournament Power events are returning, so perhaps Tournament Power is going to be Saiyan Day. Maybe MVP 17 will still be the one that's going to EZA on, like the 10th. Like the 10th is going to be the next EZA. I'm leaning towards Android 13, but it could still be MVP 17. And then small chance of Grade 8 Baby. Those are the 3 major characters I could easily say. Android 13 and MVP 17. Well, MVP 17 isn't on their team, unfortunately. But Android 13 probably would be a significant buff for their team. And Android 13 he would work very well with Super 17, right? Like, you know, if Dokkan, I'm gonna say this, and y'all are gonna, huff and puff, but like, if they wanted to drop LR Android 13 next month, like, that's a W. I think that would be a W, actually. I know you guys, oh my god, I can't do that. Android 13 needs an LR too, man. He would be good for this team, right? Like, I'd be okay with that. EZA Android 13, LR Android 13 next month, boom. Because the next LR slot, JP Dokkan just had like 10 consecutive LRs, right? This is the first DOKKANFEST TR since November. So the next LR slot is in the middle of April. Then there's one in the middle of May, then there's one at the end of June, and then there's one at the end of July. Those are potential yellow coin slots. People are thinking Tanabata could be a Carnival LR, which is possible. But right now, it's always been yellow coin, so we could assume it'll be yellow coin. But, you know, I guess Carnival LRs came out after Tanabata this last year, so we don't know if Tanabata will be Carnival or not. But at the very least, there'll be yellow coin LRs in April, May, June. I do think Omega and Kid Buu could be DOKKANFEST LRs, but even a yellow coin LR would suffice for them. They've had multiple Dokkan events. I will say I do hope that these LRs are probably villains. Dokkan last year, everyone clowns on Dokkan. Oh my god, there was like no villain DOKKANFEST, which is true. But the villain LRs were all hitters. They were all monster massive Ws. Metal Cooler, Final Form Cooler, Golden Frieza, Fusion Zamasu. These are gods. Like, they're incredible. Great animations, great designs, strong characters. So it's like, remember, like, we could still get LR Kid Buu in May, and he could be, you know, Golden Frieza, 2023 Golden Frieza, but for the Buu team. Right, so, you know, we'll see. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you know, if you guys want God Goku for Saiyan Day or UI Goku. I don't know. I don't really care. I think a hype Saiyan for Saiyan Day, and I consider it a W. I don't really have a horse in the race. They could drop, I think Super Saiyan Vegeta DOKKANFEST from the fight against Android 19 would work great too. Like, there's a ton of stuff they could do for Saiyan Day that would satisfy me. But besides Saiyan Day, I would like to see a number of villains come out now. It is definitely villain time, right? Like, give us these guys, give us, you know, again, LR Android 13, give us the Lord Slug DOKKANFEST. Let's just hammer out a bunch of villains moving forward. So let me know what you guys think of the JP data download. Thank you guys for watching. I love y'all. Goodbye.